So yeah, I've been super busy lately, with my new project, and another thing that I'm so obsessed with is going to Japan. Japan is such a culture, the aesthetics, everything, just um, uh, everything is so beautiful. Have you been? Yeah, I mean, it really takes something special for somebody to really appreciate the culture. Yeah, so.
Yeah. So, have you booked your tickets yet?
No, I've just been kind of waiting for the right moment, but it really is something that's close to my heart, and I really want to make it happen. So, I mean, it's going to happen. Yeah. You know what? I really feel like you get me. I just feel so understood. This was a great date. You're such a great listener. Oh my God. Do you ever feel like you go on a date, the other person just yaps, 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 and doesn't ask any questions about you? Maybe they get away from the date and they're like, oh, this was the best date of my life. I finally feel understood. And you're like, you don't know me. This was all about you. I found this pretty interesting way of thinking about this. And it's that on the one hand, you have the self-centered bastards just talking about themselves. Or on the other hand, you have the people-pleasing pushover who's just getting pushed over basically, who's sitting there nodding along, feeling like, okay, I guess this is my life now. I'm just listening to this asshole spill their beans and this person doesn't seem very interested in me. And one way of seeing this is that this is a spectrum. So either you're super self-centered, just talking about yourself, or you're on the other side, just nodding along, kind of pleasing the other person. And it turns out, like, in the first place, when you go away from the date, this is going to suck for the people-pleasing person. And in the beginning, this feels great for the self-centered person because they're like, oh, somebody's finally heard me. But they get in touch with this other person, and what do you know? They didn't have a great experience. So is something that doesn't really work for either person. So what's wrong here? I mean, maybe there's something in the middle here of a balance where it's a give and take, that you both listen to the other person and you show interest in the other person. So for me, I think I've been the more self-centered person, really thinking about myself and really coming from a place of not being very confident in myself. And that made me feel like I had to boost myself. And if I had somebody who listened to me, a people pleaser, then I would be like, oh, somebody likes me. That's nice. And I might kind of want to go into a relationship with a person like that. And on the other side, we have the people pleaser who, yeah, they're maybe also doesn't value themselves very highly, and then also finds a person who they can connect with and get their needs met in a kind of dysfunctional way. But for me, this movement towards the middle has been a way of maturing in who I am as a person. And who I am right now is somebody who is really interested in how other people are perceiving the world. And for me, it's not at all interesting to find a people pleaser, because that's just going to be a pushover, somebody who doesn't really show that much personality. I wouldn't be interested in a self-centered person just talking about themselves as well. I want that exchange, that dynamic where we're two equal partners who are really quite mature and confident in ourselves. So I think this is a kind of way of looking at the situation of, okay, why is this person just talking about themselves, and why is this person just nodding along? And they're both kind of getting something out of it in that situation, but then it ends up in misery if you don't grow. Share your perspective. Do you feel like you're the self-centered bastard? Or have you been? Can you identify as the self-centered bastard or as the people-pleasing pushover? Who are you? How have you found the journey towards the middle? Are you finding balance? And are you finding that you're attracting a different type of person who's also more balanced, more drama-free, maybe a more healthy dynamic in your relationship? I hope you do. That's the journey I'm on, and let's do it together. See you later.